Hello there.
How's it going?
I'm fine, how are you?
No, not too bad, thanks. It's great to finally speak to you. You're going out to about 60-odd thousand people at the moment, probably one of the biggest campus stations in South Africa, so it's a great privilege to have you on air.
Cool, thanks a lot.
Excellent. Now let's talk about all things Embrace. You're pretty much a newish phenomenon in South Africa because of the fact that we have just released the album, The Good Will Out, in South Africa. We weren't in the fortunate position to go through the EPs and so on. But the band's history goes back some odd 9 years, is that right?
Yeah, me and my brother formed the band quite a while ago, but it wasn't until Steve joined about 4 years ago that the four of us were together called Embrace.
And was it a difficult time? Was it, for especially in the last 4 years, to the point of being signed to Hut? Was it tough keeping the band together?
Not really, because we all, really believed in what we were doing, and it wasn't really a matter of whether we were successful or not that kept us together. It was the songs and just liking writing, Mm-hmm. People often ask me if we weren't in Embrace, what would we be doing? And I'd just say we'd still be in Embrace, it's just you wouldn't have heard of us.
Yeah, because interesting enough, you and your brother had a very different profession before you actually became, well, you were musicians, but...
Yeah. We used to build sheds and we used to work as labourers on a building site, yeah.
And do you miss those days? Would you give anything to go back there just for the simple life again?
No.
Okay, that's honest enough. Now, as I say, you released your album, I think it was, a good 3 months ago that the album came out?
It's about that in England, yeah.
Yeah, and you actually launched the album at one of London's bigger record stores, is that right?
Yeah, we did a proper gig at HMV. Mm-hmm. A lot of bands do like acoustic stuff. We did a proper gig. It was good.
Yeah. And to say from that point, I think there'd been the press and obviously your fans who have followed the EPs that had come before. There was a lot of anticipation, on this album coming out. Did the band feel that they really had to go out on a limb, to impress people because there was so much media focus on you guys?
Well, I think, that's the reason why we released the EPs early on, because we wanted people to decide about the band because of the music rather than all the hype that was written about them, That's the main reason why we did it.
Right. And it's also, at the point that the album's only been out 3 months now, I was just reading on...
It went gold in its first day and straight at number one, and we're doing really well. We just got a sellout tour coming up in 4 days, and everything seems to be going really well. I can't complain anyway.
Yeah, because the album to this point hasn't been released in the States. That's the next big thing, isn't it?
It came out about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, excellent.
America, yeah.
Okay, because you've got an MTV special coming up as well, don't you?
That's right, yeah.
So it's all very busy for you at the moment, I'm sure.
I'll say.
And are you enjoying it? As a band?
I am, yeah. I'm also between sort of doing promotion and stuff, busy writing the second album with my brother in the band. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm back up in Bradford at the moment. We've been all day rehearsing today, and we've got 8 songs finished for it, and we've got a title and everything. So
but that's scary, isn't it?
We're just trying to start recording it as soon as we can and get it out as early as we can, really.
But now, The Good Will Out is still very, very fresh, very, very new.
Oh yeah, but some of the songs on there are really new. Good Will Out was only written really recently, and so it's Come Back to What You Know. But I want to keep writing. It's what I do for a living.
Yeah.
The rock and roll style bit's just a kind of a nice addition, really.
Sure.
I consider myself to be like a singer-songwriter, and I'm never happier than when I'm with a guitar and the band and just writing stuff, really.
Right, so you haven't been jaded by rock and roll quite yet, eh?
No, I avoid all the sort of parties and stuff where there's one queue for the toilet and they're not going there to go to the toilet, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean,
Avoid all that sort of things. It's better things to do in life.
Yeah, well, talking about things like that, you're soon... Richard is soon to be married. Are you the?
He got married, yeah. He came back off his honeymoon last week. Yeah, he's been married for about 3 weeks now.
So how's he playing?
He's alright still. He's still got the tan though. I think he's when the tan layers off, isn't it?
There we go. Just interesting as well. You've also been included on a soundtrack, Permanent Midnight. which is interesting, with a track called Free Ride.
That's right, yeah.
Now, that track doesn't appear on the album. Is that one of the new tracks?
No, it's one of the tracks from the EPs.
Okay.
We just keep writing, like, we never sort of put B-sides out. We just, as soon as we've got some good songs, we put them out, and EPs are just a really good opportunity to put out as much music as you can. And that's what it's all about, really. It's not about making money and, you know, how rich and famous you can get, what car you're driving, and all that kind of stuff. It's about music, so we just keep putting good songs out. So, you know, the songs on the EPs are as good as the songs on the album, really.
And it's actually good because, I mean, then at least people who perhaps didn't hear those first EPs can go back and revisit those, because I think you built your fan base on the back of those EPs, and now obviously more on a commercial level with with a full-blown album.
Yeah.
And if you had to pick a track from the album, on the Goodwill album, have you got a particular favorite?
I like Good People a lot, and I also like the title track, The Goodwill Out. Those are probably my two favourites.
Okay. Any particular reason why?
Well, Good People was just came so quickly when we wrote it. It was like it literally took about an hour to write all the strings, and the song was written and recorded in like 3 days. And it just seemed as though we were doing something really natural. And Goodwill Out, I just like the sentiment, the lyric in it.
Okay, well, I tell you what, Danny, if you can stay on the line, we're going to play that very song, and then, as I say, we'll come back with you straight after that. Do you want to hang on?
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Thanks so much. Here we go. There you go. That's one of your favourite songs from the album, yeah? Okay, now, getting back to the album being released in the States, expectation-wise, you guys are obviously going to be doing the whole touring thing and that.
We're doing 20 days out there, yeah.
That's going to be. Are you looking forward to that? Anxious?
I'm looking forward to it. It should be good.
Yeah. And you're playing what, right across North America?
All the way across and Canada as well, yeah.
Right. And obviously going through all the material on the album. And are you actually going to be playing any of the new songs that you're currently working on at the moment?
Yeah, we'll try and work some of them into the set, I hope. We also play songs from the EPs and stuff that we've done already as well, songs like that Free Ride that you were talking about earlier on. So there's quite a big set of songs to choose from. Yeah,
I think what you need to do is take all the EPs and slap them onto an album and then release them, for all your new fans. I mean, I'm sure your die-hard fans who have been with you from the beginning will probably hate us. But, it's as you say, each of those songs carry equal credibility, which is
yeah, that might happen at some stage, but it'll be quite a while before we'll do something like that because we're too busy getting on with the new stuff,
Yeah, you recorded some stuff at Abbey Road recently, didn't you? Some acoustic stuff.
Yeah, no, we did it with a full band, and we did it with a 40-piece orchestra, and we just wanted to see what it felt like doing all those with them live, see if there was any magic in there, because in the studio it's all, you play the songs live as a band, and then you have to go down to London to do the overdubs with the orchestra and stuff, simply because you couldn't fit 40 people and their instruments into the studio that we recorded the album at, because it was a really small community studio in Huddersfield for people who are unemployed. So I just wanted to see what it felt like to play with the orchestra live, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then everybody starts, all 80 people. And it was magical, and the recordings captured that, I'm glad to say,
And definitely something that I'm sure that you would look at doing in the future again.
Yeah, we'd have to do it differently, though. I don't want to sort of repeat what we've done.
Sure.
But I'd love to work with other people. I'd really love to work with the Beastie Boys. I think they're an amazing band.
Well, there we go. I mean, they're on sort of one of your sister labels, so I'm sure that wouldn't be an impossibility, yeah?
They're quite busy, as always, so it might never happen, but I hope it does one day.
Yeah. But now, as I say, you're going to be doing all of these dates and so on. It's good, basically probably pretty much of the year taken up for you, so the chances of you coming down to South Africa at all on safari, not in the foreseeable future.
Well, I mean, it depends if people want to see us,
We want to see
you. Door salesman. If people want to come and see us play,
sure.
We'll come down. But I don't believe in the sort of idea, the sort of old colonial idea of going and conquering a country. I think it's kind of an unhealthy attitude,
Right.
It's like, For instance, in America, there's like 350 odd million people there, and I probably couldn't even take two of them on myself. You know? So the idea of conquering a country is kind of a little bit arrogant. So, but if people like our music, then we'll come and play, sure.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Danny, we're going to ask you to do something that we've never done live on air before. We're going to actually ask you to do an ID for us.
Right, as long as it's not too long.
No, it's short and sweet. The name of the show is The Cutting Edge.
Right.
And, yeah, you can play with that at will.
Right, okay. I'm Danny from Embrace, and you're listening to The Cutting Edge.
Fair enough.
There you go. How's that?
That was perfect. You see, I think you've done this before. Well, Danny, listen, thanks.
So, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, but I think so. I mean, as to say, considering that you insist on not living the rock and roll lifestyle, I think the professionalism aspect of the band is one of the rare aspects that makes it such a pleasure.
Well, I mean, it's not so much that. It's just the idea that, if you take too many drugs and go out too much, you've just not got any time to write songs, and that's what it's all about. For me, it's not about, like, fame and money and cars and stuff. It's about music,
Yeah. Well, look, good luck with it all. As I say, we look forward to hearing the new tracks.
All right, thanks a lot.
But thank you, and you have a good evening.
Cheers on you, mate.
Thank you. Bye now.
Okay, bye.